All right, guys, let's talk. Let's talk Modern Warfare. Let's talk 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let's talk about why on the forums, in the news articles from these journalists, why people are bitching about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let's go into it, guys. But first, let me give you a bit of history, guys. So Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty came out in 2003, followed by Call of Duty 2 in 2005, followed by Call of Duty 3 in 2006, but that was shit. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, COD 4 as we call it. Now, back before COD 4, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty was always about the immersive battles and the large-scale, gunplay and the tight controls and the tight mechanics. And it was about skill, guys. You weren't calling in airstrikes or dogs to come do the work for you. You were basing your skill off of tactical thinking, maneuvering, and twitch shooting. Being successful in those games was a glorious combo of those three things, guys. Being tactful, being precise, using tactics, guys, using your brain. Your brain, guys, you have to think. I know, that's a lot for some people to do nowadays, especially in 2019, guys. So let's fast forward all the way to 2019. Or let's go back to 2018. We have Black Ops 4, okay? In Black Ops 4, the kill streaks in the game do half the work for you. You got guys running around in rainbow unicorn outfits, jumping around like a bunch of idiots, calling in attack dogs, calling in drones, setting up shields that kill people, and it's the most ridiculous bullshit. And now these players are forced to play this year's Modern Warfare, and they're getting absolutely livid because they're getting absolutely destroyed. And why is that, guys? Why are they getting destroyed? Why? Because this game does away with all the bullshit mechanics and all the rainbow unicorn outfits, and it does away with all the kill streaks where the game takes control and does half the work for you to up your KD ratio, and you have to rely on pure skill set and pure brain power to be successful in this game, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. When I'm done with a long binge on Modern Warfare, the multiplayer, I'm exhausted. I'm literally mentally exhausted. Like, the other day I had to stop playing because I'd gone for like 2.5 days straight, and I had to play something like Outer Worlds or something that just was a little bit more slower paced just to kind of chill out. I watched like 6 episodes of Seinfeld. Like, I had to do something just to like numb my brain. And Seinfeld's a show about nothing, guys. It's a show that makes no sense. You can turn your brain off, and it's one of the best shows ever. But guys, it requires tactics. It requires skill. You have to be good at games to be able to be successful in Modern Warfare. And there's so many people on forums crying about this game and crying about how the maps suck because they're not simple and 3-laned for their simple one-track minds. Guys, it's just so funny to see. And the best part is that Infinity Ward, as far as I know, isn't going to bend the knee to these people. They're like, no, get good, get used to it. We're not, who knows, maybe future maps they might add like some 3-lane bullshit, or just maybe make it easier for some people, or maybe like a different mode. But for the most part, people are just crying and they're getting destroyed because when they come to this game, they got old heads like me who've been playing games since I was 5 years old back in like 92. And we're just annihilating these people because they don't have any skill sets. And we came up on games like Half-Life multiplayer, on games like Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six, guys, the old Tom Clancy games, like not even just Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, where you actually had to think and you had to plan out your attacks and you had to use your environment around you and your cover to be successful, to beat the game, or to just be good at the multiplayer. And now us old heads in our 30s or late 20s, wherever you are, right, or maybe your 40s or 50s, hoorah, go you, are just destroying people that are coming into this game, that are these new Fortnite kids, these Fortnite floss dance, bubblegum, kids bop kids are coming into our house, and we're saying, welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch, and we're just shooting them right between the eyes. It's fantastic. It's so good. It feels so good to shoot a Fortnite player in the back of the head. It's so satisfying watching them back out and quit out of a game and go back to their lobby after you've done sandbagging them for about 20 minutes. Oh, it's just amazing. And one of the funniest bits about this whole thing is that Kotaku the other day, yet again, Kotaku at it again, posted an article that was basically crying about how realistic the campaign was and how real things like this happen and my feelings hurt. And they said that they were only a few hours into the game. And I'm like, oh man, you missed some of the best scenes then. But go ahead and quit the game, go return it, whatever. Let us real players play, right? Let the real gamers have a good time with this game. Don't ruin our fun with your bullshit. And it's just like, what happened to gaming? What happened to this generation where people just can't enjoy what they want to enjoy without other people ruining it, right? So, for example, let's go to the journalists. Let's talk about how journalists ruin shit. Journalists will push their narratives and push their articles out. It's trying to speak for everyone, speaking for the gamers, when they're not really gamers themselves. They don't actually play these games they play these games to look for a political message, and they push whatever bullshit they can through their articles, guys. They don't care about gamers. They don't care about gaming. These aren't real gamers. They're just another branch, another arm of the legacy mainstream journalists that are just going completely irrelevant nowadays. And this is why people turn to YouTubers. This is why Talk Gaming exists, guys, because I was tired of seeing this shit being posted out. And I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm going to make my own channel. We're going to do our own thing, and we're going to post reviews whenever we can. We'll probably never get review copies because we tell it like it is, and we'll call out, bullshit when it's bullshit. But now let's shift over to the gamers, and let's talk about how the late gen millennial fucking Gen Z Fortnite, floss dancing backpack kid people ruin our games. Guys, in a world filled with social media and ways to get at developers and just completely berate them with your bullshit comments, it's so easy for gamers to just get on Twitter or just get on email or just bombard, review copies or review bomb or whatever, these developers so they get their way. And what's happening is people are complaining that Call of Duty is too campy, which it really isn't, guys. Shooting a person and then running to another set of cover is typically how the military operates, guys. They don't just sit in one spot for ages, and they don't just sit there in a corner and camp. People in the military do not run to the battlefield in a unicorn outfit, spraying their gun, hoping that they hit somebody, guys. That's just not how it works. That's your late Gen Z Call of Duty players right there. That's those people. And when they get into a game where you actually have to move slowly and you have to creep from position to position and take cover, they get annihilated. And then they blame the game for creating campers. And that's just how it goes, guys. Now these people are going to get vocal. It's going to be a very small vocal minority. Maybe a little bit bigger than normal, but it'll be around 30-40% of those players that buy every Call of Duty every year. They soak up whatever bullshit people throw at them. They're going to get on and they're going to complain about the game, and then hopefully not, I'm hoping not, but Infinity Ward hopefully doesn't cater to these people and start adding, boosting the health, the time to kill, or reducing weapons here or there, like their damage, and nerf shit. Just leave the game how it is and let people complain. No matter what you do, whether you adjust something or not, people are gonna find something to complain about, guys. If they're not good at the game, these guys, they have to understand, gamers, if they're not good at the game, it's always somebody else's fault. So let them bitch, let them whine. They can play last year's Black Ops 4 if they don't like Modern Warfare. Leave Modern Warfare to the adults, guys. The ones that grew up late in the industry, the ones who understand tactics, or just the people who enjoy a challenge in general. But it's so funny watching this whole thing come full circle, guys. It's come full circle. All these players, all these Fortniters, all these late gen Call of Duty players, they've come a knocking on the wrong door, and now they've entered the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, motherfuckers. Come get it.